I think there are principles that God has put in place for us where we can apply them and they work. However, I think it's also a balance of involving God even in the steps. So involving God in like your waiting process and being like, God, this is something that I'm desiring, it's something that I want, and I know it's not the time yet, or from the way it's looking, it's not looking like it's the time yet.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do now? And the most interesting thing is that every time I've asked God that question, there's always something I can do.
Yeah.
If I really look within, I'm like, there's always something I can do. Maybe it's I can always practice or be more intentional about my pen, like just push it a bit harder, see how much more I can write. Maybe I can try this other thing, maybe I can start thinking about this other thing. So I think in that process is where even our what do I call it, like our connection with God becomes even deeper, because every time even God talks about being with us, and more often than not, he's always talking about being with us when things are rough. When you're in the deep waters, I will be with you. Like it's always like when things are rough, that's where you will find me.
My bed in hell.
Yeah, so I think in those moments of like waiting and wilderness and everything, that's when you find or you meet God. And sometimes I usually feel like because of these things that we really desire in our timeline, we can exalt them above God, and God wants us to, like, kind of breaks us to be like, in fact, what you really want is not that, it's me.